For Pacifica Radio, I'm Christina Onnested. Millions of Floridians are fleeing the Tampa Bay as Hurricane Milton barrels near the Florida coast, fluctuating between a Category 4 and 5. Forecast to make landfall late today, early Thursday, with winds up to 160 miles per hour and dangerous storm surges up to 15 feet. Tampa Mayor Jane Castor urges people to heed their warnings.
If you're in a single-story house and we get a 15-foot surge, which means that water comes in immediately, there's nowhere to go. That home that you're in ultimately will be a coffin.
The hurricane comes 2 weeks after Hurricane Helene killed 12 in the Tampa area. Milton's forecast to be much more severe and hitting Tampa directly for the first time in more than a century. The National Weather Service has issued a tornado watch in 20 counties, including a vast part of Florida, the Tampa area, the Florida Keys, and Miami-Dade County. President Joe Biden says he's postponing a trip to meet with NATO leaders about Russia's war in Ukraine and a trip to Angola to monitor Hurricane Milton, noting the potential for it to be one of the worst storms in 100 years.
If you're under evacuation orders, you should evacuate now. You should have already evacuated. It's a matter of life and death, and that's not hyperbole. It's a matter of life and death.
In Gaza, Israeli soldiers invaded the Jabalia refugee camp and are forcing the evacuation of 3 hospitals in the north, Kamal Adwan, Auda, and Indonesian hospitals. Media reports, including from Al Jazeera and CNN, say Israeli forces are indiscriminately firing on Palestinians. Reuters reporting residents say Jabalia is being wiped out. This is the entire north of Gaza's under evacuation orders, impacting some 400,000 people. Residents fear Israel's aim is to depopulate the north and turn it into a closed military zone or a Jewish settlement. No humanitarian aid has entered the north since October 1st, according to United Nations data. Citing electricity being cut off and no fuel or commercial goods allowed in, United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres called Israel's war strategies wrong.
There is something fundamentally wrong in the way this war is being conducted. Ordering civilians to evacuate does not keep them safe if they have no safe place to go and no shelter, food, medicine, or water. And no place is safe in Gaza, and no one is safe. International law is unambiguous. Civilians everywhere must be respected and protected, and their essential needs must be met.
Gaza's health ministry says the Palestinian death toll has now passed 42,000. Israel's military spokesperson said late Tuesday its forces are operating in Jabalia to prevent Hamas regrouping efforts and had killed about 100 militants without providing proof. More than a dozen states and the District of Columbia have filed lawsuits against TikTok, alleging the short-form video app is designed to be addictive to kids. The lawsuits target the TikTok algorithm and emphasize its design features they say make children addicted to the platform. California Attorney General Rob Bonta.
They have promoted a platform and a business model that preys on the proclivity of young people to use the TikTok platform in a way that's addictive, excessive, and compulsive.
TikTok says it disagrees with the claims. The Supreme Court heard arguments in a law challenging the Biden administration's rule to regulate ghost guns as firearms. Ghost guns come in kits and are untraceable. Christopher Martinez reports.
Solicitor General Elizabeth Prelogar argued the case for the Biden administration.
This court should make clear that the act regulates these products as what they are, firearms and frames and receivers of firearms.
She says the rule is in keeping with 50 years of regulations that look at how easy it is to end up with a firearm.
They've advertised the products, in their words, as ridiculously easy to assemble and dummy-proof, and touted that you can go from opening the mail to have a fully functional gun in as little as 15 minutes. No serial number, background check, or records required. Those untraceable guns are attractive to people who can't lawfully purchase them or who plan to use them in crimes.
According to the ATF, ghost guns have become increasingly popular in crimes, including 1,200 homicides and attempted homicides from 2016 to 2022. Opponents of the new rule were represented by lawyer Peter Patterson. He disputed how easy it is to make ghost guns, and he challenged the ATF's authority to issue the new rule.
ATF has now exceeded its authority by operating outside of the bounds set by Congress.
The current Supreme Court, with a 6-3 conservative majority, has been skeptical of gun control laws, most recently striking down a ban on bump stocks. But based on the questioning in court, it looks like Chief Justice Roberts and Justice Amy Coney Barrett are likely to join the 3 more liberal justices in upholding the administration's ghost gun rule. I'm Christopher Martinez.
Boeing has withdrawn a contract offer that would have given striking workers 30% raises over 4 years after talks broke down. Workers went on strike September 13th. I'm Christina Onnested reporting for Pacifica Radio.